Hello, I am your DM, and this is episode 2 of the Blood Hunter campaign. We're just picking up where we left off, and, I just edited this. Hopefully I didn't cut it out. There's been a lot going on. I'm trying to move stuff back and forth, but we kind of recap everything that happened. The characters kind of moved out of the crack in the wall, went to a church, had a big fight, and now they're on their way back to Vela Keep to kind of like investigate what happened and things like that, and try to talk to somebody that's got a little info. And then, I'll talk to you after all this is done. But if you like the podcast, please subscribe. It's the Tabletop Experience. You can also write to us at GWG Podfellows. We're working on video still, so when that's up, I'll give the big announcement. But, this is just Jesse Whitehead, Joseph Todd Johnson, and myself, Joseph Carlson, being the DM. And we're working on more people joining and stuff like that. So I'll keep you guys posted and, enjoy the episode. Probably like where you came out, it would take about 4 days to get there.
Okay.
You don't have your horse. To get to your horse, give me another survival check if you try to pinpoint. What'd you get? Sorry. Jorgen?
On that round?
It's like,
24.
Yeah. So you know that like to get back to your horses from where you at, it would take probably 2 days of slow travel, but you'd be able to get back to your horse. If you got back to your horses, you could get back to Vela Keep in like 3 days probably.
we should probably go get our horses.
Yeah, it's been a couple months since we've done this, so they probably messed up the distance, but that's just what I'm saying.
Yep. So yeah, we'll want to.
Come on, Molly. Let's get cracking.
Let's get on out.
Yeah, you see him grab some long scroll cases from like a barrel or like one of those crates in the church, and he puts them on his back and like ties them. You know, these are like huge scroll cases, like architectural plan cases almost.
Okay.
And he joins you guys or whatever.
Cool.
That was a cat jumping on the cat tower.
Do you want us to set this place on fire before we leave?
Well, I mean, it's still.
No, it's under. No, he's like, what? Like he looks at you shocked. He's like, no, like the people want their church there. We were there to protect them, while they're building the church.
Dead though.
He's like, that's true, but churches are good. We can send word. Somebody may. I mean, they did clean up a little bit. He's like, maybe they'll continue construction.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But with all them dead bodies, I'd just like to.
Oh, do we want to
make a pyre?
Let's make a pyre.
You could do that.
So we'll spend some time gathering all the bodies.
And it's not gonna like you're trying to burn rock, so the fire's not gonna spread anywhere. It's not like you're gonna burn the new church down because it's made of stone as well. So
prestidigitation.
You guys are basically just burning like pews and stuff, so to get the pyre going. Yeah. When you guys are traveling down, are you going to prepare anything, or are you just going to like try to? I mean, you have some days to talk. Do you guys want to talk to Molly, or he seems kind of like he keeps like absolutely checking to make sure the scroll cases are still in his back, and so he's not very talkative. So
that's all right. He probably had some problems. I think we're just going to be traveling. We're nothing really to discuss, I don't think.
So just to go over what you guys know, because again, it's been a while since we met. So you were trying to investigate the Shadowfell. You found that lab. Then you discovered this new lab, and there's supposed to be one more lab. Vela Keep sent out a group of scouts to see what was going on with that lab, but they hadn't returned by the time you guys took off to discover this.
I see. And we don't suspect any lab around us where we are.
No.
Okay. And so the plan right now is to take the head to the Vela Keep plus this Molly with those scrolls.
Yeah.
And maybe get some information out of...
Yeah, maybe the head. You can make the head talk or something like that.
Make the head talk, right, because of the blinky method.
The blinking method is kind of limited to what you can do. It's not really working the way it was intended.
it's just going to take a bunch of time to do that. So yeah, I think it's
you guys get to your horses, and they're surprisingly fine. They're in front of the keep, and they're just munching on brush and everything and whatever. And they're like, they just look up at you, and you see them kind of pay attention to like when you guys come within eye shot of them. They
excuse me.
yeah, they come within eye shot, and they're like excited. You see them kind of perk up a bit.
Who's Taki?
Well, I mean, considering it didn't take us very long to do what we did.
'Cause we went around the long way.
We did go around the long way.
So we're looking for signs of Goldie and the injured elf.
Tiefling.
You don't.
Tiefling.
Yeah, you don't see any. Oh, make a survival.
20. So my survival's 2.
Oh my god. I think my dogs are hungry. Not a good feed.
Oh,
18,
21.
19, 20, 21, 22.
21.
22. We are good.
Yeah, we're good at survival.
Yeah, we can survive. That's about it, though. Don't ask us to know stuff.
Yeah. History check. We're like, what I ate for breakfast? That kind
I don't
of
even
history.
remember what I ate for breakfast.
So you got a 20?
22 or 21, and he's got
22.
22.
You do see signs of them. They were both terrible at covering their tracks, and it looks like they are going towards Vela Keep. But you guys do see tracks even in the kind of muddy terrain of the mountain, and they didn't touch your horses, but they came near your horses,
Cool.
and they just kept going south, basically towards Vela Keep.
So I say we follow their trail and try to catch up to them. All right.
It'll be very easy with your horses.
Were there any more horses around? Because, I mean, we do got an orc that...
Well, even your horses will make it easier. One of you guys could carry.
Because a horse could carry like our stuff, making our persons
Right.
faster.
So you could transfer some of this stuff and then have the orc on the back. Like an orc on one and then all your stuff and one of you on the other. If you wanted to do that.
What's your movement speed?
My movement speed?
Uh-huh.
Actually, I think my movement speed is pretty good.
What is your movement speed? 30? 35?
30, or if I'm singing, 40.
Oh, yeah, because
If I got a song on my heart, I go 10 feet.
Oh, no, he can probably move faster than me then.
Mine 30 is my normal.
If even with the horses, this is somewhat difficult terrain. So if you guys want to use your horses, the orc can double time behind you.
Oh, yeah, I'm 30.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the fastest combo is.
Yeah, you could do that.
I'll, you know, I tell him if he wants, he can hop on mine, and I'll just keep up with the light jog.
Okay. Well, yeah, he could double time it too.
Well, we can switch out.
Yeah, like if someone gets tired. Yeah, within 3 days, you guys make it back to Vela Keep. The people who were there, do you guys know who it was? Because I have one of those notes. If you...
So, I mean, we've taken a long rest if it's been days,
Yeah.
right? So, okay.
Do you guys remember? So it was Brother Kane was the... they were like the caretakers. There was a... Sister Frey, who was like the fire genasi. She was the druid who was like the arch druid who was like in charge of the place. There was a Sister Rita who was a tiefling. She's like the second to Sister Frey. There was a Brother Basil. He was an elven order, the mutant, and he was old, but you guys couldn't really tell. And then there was a Brother Kane, who was the one that taught you your priestly whatever. And then there was several other NPCs there. There was a dwarven Ale Master and some other people.
Gotcha. We should probably go see the Kane. Would probably know most about
Religion and stuff like that.
And then the
drinky drinks.
Yeah, we need some beers. That was pretty rough. We need a drink.
Maybe the beers
This
first.
guy definitely needs a drink.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go get some beers first.
Yeah, you come in and I wrote his name down. Krog was the Dwarven merchant. He was a brewer. He sees you guys. He's like, "Oh, you made it back." Say no more. You see him go behind where the kitchen is, and he grabs like a private cask of like ale.
Yeah.
Pours you guys ale.
Oh, yeah.
Like after you guys drink it, I'm not gonna make you do a con check, but your next actually. You guys get 3 temporary hit points.
Oh, sweet.
I like temporary points.
Oh, these are temporary. Cool.
So you want to go see Kane?
Kane is next on our list.
He's in the library, just kind of like studying when you guys come to him. And
okay.
Do you just present the head to him, or what do you?
Well, it's probably in like my little
like a sack or whatever.
Yeah, I'll have made a little net or something.
Yeah.
Satchel.
You just hand him a head.
I just kind of hand him here. It's like, we need this. He's still kind of partly alive.
You see him go like he's like reading, and you go, "Hey," and he's like, "What the?" He's like, "What?" He like looks at it, and you see the head like paying attention to him, like looking at him, and he's like, "What? What do you need?" And he like looks at you.
Well, he can't speak, but he's still not dead. He's undead, but he's not evil.
All right, well, we have to go down. Let's go. Come on.
All right.
And he's like looking at the head the whole time, and you guys go down to the basement, and he says something in, well, you guys both speak Elvish. He says something to one of the like potion masters down there, one of the Order of the Mutants that work down there, and the guy starts mixing something up, and he hands it to him, and when he hands it to him, it's in a glass vial, and it's like smoke coming out of it, and he's like, okay, and you see him put a glove on, and he's like, all right, put the head on the table. And you like put the head on the table, and he you put that on the table, and he like dumps the liquid in it, and you see the thing snap too, and he's like, and he like spits the liquid out, and the thing he starts talking.
Oh shit!
He's like, what is that? What that tastes gross.
It's a potion to help you talk.
Nice.
Nice.
He's like, ugh. Oh, and he's like, and it's like still coming out of his tongue. He's like, that. Oh, this is terrible. And he's like on the table. Ugh. Where am I? And he's like, he's trying to look around, but obviously he has no like shoulders to move his neck.
I mean,
or anything like that. Like, yeah.
I would have tried to have him so you could see the whole time.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, you had him off your belt or whatever.
Yeah,
like, you didn't put him in
So
his back.
you'd see like all the way going in. So we're at a stronghold for we the Blood Hunters. You
guys are blood hunters? And he like kind of looks up.
And I was like, yeah.
Did you not notice?
I mean, I guess we just look like normal people to other people. Right?
Yeah, but when he first saw me, I didn't look like normal people.
He's like,
because you're like a wolf.
Wait,
Beast mode.
where? He's like, you see like Brother Kane look at him, and he's like, oh. He's like, what languages do you guys speak? You speak Primordial. Oregon, what do you speak? You speak Primordial as well?
I believe so. Features, traits, skills, efficiencies, and languages. Abyssal, Common, Elvish, Orc, and Primordial.
Damn.
So Kane starts speaking Primordial to you guys, possibly because he doesn't want this thing to understand. He's like, we did hear reports of people being stolen from towns. You guys saw some of those experiments yourselves. Maybe he was experimented on.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think exactly.
It's very possible.
But he probably knows a few things that we can get out of him.
Maybe.
Where was he experimented on?
Yeah, he said he's still speaking in Primordial. He's like, his memory might be spotty, so good luck.
Thanks. And that's what I'll ask him. It's like, where were you? Were you transformed? Like, I'll just have a frank conversation,
he's like, I don't know about transformed. Me and some town members were taken, and that necromancer guy, well, at least he said he was a necromancer, he started experimenting on us, and that's the last I remember. I was put in a vat, and now I'm here without a body.
And when you attacked us, you couldn't control your body?
Yeah, I didn't know that did I attack you? And he seemed very confused.
That would be a yes.
Yes, that's how you became headless.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, you see him, like, cock the eye, and he's like, you guys are pretty formidable. It does make sense. I mean, I was just worked fields every once in a while. I mean, I know my way around an oxen and everything, but, yeah. Yeah, me and about 20 of my fellow townspeople were experimented on.
And can you tell us the name of your town and get those sort of details?
He said, to be honest, it was south. It was called Craigborn. And he goes, it was just a burg. He goes, we're kind of the first settlers that were trying to, grow crops. Because we're in the middle of building a church. Do you guys hear about the church being built? Is that going well?
Oh, man. Yeah, you were in the church. That's where you died. That
What?
Yeah.
It's a good thing I don't have family. That's all I'm going to say.
That
Cool.
is a good thing because, I mean, if we showed up with your head and you just started talking to people, it'd probably freak them out pretty bad.
Do you remember, so when you were taken, what direction did they take you, do you remember, from your town?
He goes, it was kind of like I'm waking up now. We were going to some place to just get some supplies, nowhere really special, and then we all woke up in a lab. But I do know where it was because the last night we were put in there, he goes, I'm pretty good with time. You have to be, and being a farmer. And I could see the way the moon and the stars were aligned. So if you put me on a hillside, I could tell you where his lab was. And that's the last thing I remember before I got led underground.
And I'll turn to Kane or whoever the
Yeah,
elf is.
Kane.
It's like, how long does this potion last? Like, can we put him in a jar and he can, like, talk?
And you see Kane, like, go, 1 second. And he walks over to, like, the brother that mixed it up, and they're, like, whispering. And he's like, he goes, well, he said, unless he takes any kind of damage or takes any kind of knock on the head, you're good. You're good for the whole,
Caboodle.
yeah, he's like, that I know of. And then he looks at the guy mixing the potion. He's like,
Does he need to be put in, like, I don't know, sugar water to so he, like, has nutrients or something?
I just make sure that he doesn't, he is undead. They don't really eat. Just make sure he doesn't take any more damage or anything like that. Like, doesn't get stabbed or dropped or, bludgeoned to death or fire. No damage.
Cool. Let's make, like, maybe a steel, like, birdcage type thing.
Yeah.
And get in some padding in there and so he can be comfortable.
There is a smith there. He charges you like a silver. He makes like a little like silver like chain netting
head
for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
That protects him a little bit,
No, there was a guy coming back to the keep. His name was Mads, and he was like an explorer. So he was supposed to know about all this stuff. And he was coming back, and you guys were kind of waiting for him, but then you decided you're like, well, we can't wait for him. We got to leave. So you were going to go. You kind of went on your own.
Gotcha. All right. What's your name, head guy?
Oh, I'm John. That was it. John.
John?
Not special.
All right. And are you okay with existing the way you are, I guess, for now? Or what's your...
Right now I'm okay. This is better than being dead. And he goes, if I don't ever have to till a field again, it might be good.
All right, just chill out. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, sounds good. So, you'll travel with us, I think.
Okay.
We'll try to find this place.
There was more people that were with me, probably about 20 people. So
let's see if we can find them or what's left and help your village out
good.
and that sort of thing.
And you see him, like, do you start carrying him around and everything to the...
Yeah, I'll probably stick him on my backpack so he's looking...
Let me tell you about my bed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like a commercial starts hitting up. You're like, what is that? What
It's
is that music? Do you guys hear that music? It's a commercial music.
So now we have a little head guy. Yeah, all right. I'll stick him, like, make a little spot for him on the backpack so he can, like, look over my head maybe.
Yeah.
And he can kind of, like, look around, I guess, that way. And so it's not as...
Yeah, he's
visible.
like... oh, we're at Vela Keep. Yeah, I've been here before. He goes, you guys go through the wheat. And you see him, when you say that, he's like up like this. He looks over and he sees Korg. And he's like, hey. And the brewmaster's like, huh. Like,
oh.
yeah. And then he looks at me. He's like, wait, John? And he's like, Korg? Hey. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And like, John's like, oh, I'm still here though. You know, Korg's like, yeah,
sort of.
You're kind of still here. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you guys, again, I mean, do you guys want to, like, get potions or talk to people or whatever? Or, like, debrief the druids or...
Yeah, we'll make the rounds. And but I don't think we should make...
Did we ever find Goldie and...
Yeah, that's a great question.
Oh,
We're trying to
you asked
find...
about the Goldie and the kid?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you start asking around, and they're like, oh, yeah, we gave them quarters. They're sleeping near the library on the second floor. We gave them some open quarters.
How's the tiefling's injuries?
Good. Whoever patched them up in the field did a great job. He just... Oh, they're like, oh. They, like, bow.
Must have been, yeah.
And they go, we can't get his hand back, of course. But, yeah, they're doing good. Oh, yeah, and Marigold came with him.
Yeah, Goldie.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they're good. They might be sleeping. You could check. They have a room by the library. You can go there and check on them.
We'll make the rounds first, and then we'll go check on them after. I'll have woken up by then.
All right. What do you want to, when you're making the rounds, what do you guys want to do? Do you want to talk to people or...
I'll refill my keg of booze that I keep with me.
Yep.
And I'll just... and is there any other stuff that, they think we could use?
No, but you got to fill everybody in. I mean, do you want to...
Yeah, we'll go around and do the...
Who do you want to talk to? Do you want to talk to, like...
Can we just ask them to gather together?
Yeah, you could do that, like up in the library.
Yeah.
Have everybody at once.
Let's just do a gathering so we're not walking from room to room to room to room.
It's like, I'm not,
what's his bucket?
I'm not Harold.
Molly comes with you, too.
Yeah.
Do you request for Goldie and the boy?
He can be Marigold. I just call him Goldie because I'm a dick.
Do you request them to be at the meeting as well?
Sure,
That's fine. They can be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys basically have a moot. You guys kind of share stories. You tell them what you saw and everything.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the necromancer...
Dude in robes, necromancers.
Give me an insight check, both of you guys.
Tentacle monster behind him. Insight?
Yes.
Ooh, natural 20. I didn't even...
Wow.
Which comes to what? Where is my insight?
18.
That's good.
Insight, plus 0. So 20, natural 20.
You know what? I think since I've left this thing sit now, it's got like wrinkles in it.
Oh.
So like...
Do you want another tray like that?
It's all right.
You can just use this tray.
So it's like rolling over and stuff?
Yeah, that's why I was sitting there trying to slide it over because it was on like one of those...
Yeah, that's the worst. So you guys kind of share... They don't really have anything to report, but you do see this person you keep hearing about called Mads. He's like this elderly guy, gray hair, like it's braided. He's like armed to the teeth. He's got like knives and like short swords, like a big ass two-handed sword on his back, like strapped leather that's like tons of scars on it. He's got like scars all over his face, and he's kind of listening to everything, and he's like. He listens to because you put John's head in the middle, and it kind of talks to everybody. And the only time he speaks is when after John talks, and he's like, "That backs up what I found." He goes, "I think I know where this keep is," and he goes, "From what I wasn't inside, but what I saw outside was pretty dangerous." And what he describes to you is the same kind of crystals that you saw that were like weeping that black mist. And he goes, "They were like," he said, "They were embedded into the side of the mountain."
Yeah, we broke some of them.
It was only in moonlight that I tell that they were different than the actual stone in the mountain. So they glowed in moonlight, and he said they did weep mist. And he goes, after I saw that, I didn't get any closer because I don't know what that mist is. You guys may know what the mist is, but I don't.
We have no clue what the mist is. That's what we've been trying to figure out.
But he does tell you, he says, I do know that that's the same kind of mist out of the Shadowfell. And the little bit I know about the Shadowfell, it's very dangerous. And if this person, maybe the necromancer, maybe it's his keep, like, it's not good. Like, the cracks in the world with the Shadowfell are dangerous and not good at all. So.
Gotcha. All right. So we need to put a stop to that. So. Where was this? Where was that location?
He goes, it's northwest of here. And he goes,
northwest.
He said, I marked it on the map. It puts it from where you guys talk of like where you were at the church. He's like, you're not that far off. So he goes, maybe the church was in its way, or maybe it was just a natural place because those stones that glowed in the moonlight looked like they were strategically placed. He said, I'm no mason, but they look like there was rhyme or reason to them.
Gotcha. So
give me an Arcana check, both of you guys.
+2. 4 + 2 is 6.
Nope.
6.
6? Yeah, he goes on about like the placement of crystals and how they deal with how it affects ceremonies and rituals, and you guys literally zone out like in a college class when you're like
I know when we came by a couple of them crystals, I broke them.
As soon as he said, he's like, what happened when you broke? He like looks at you, he's like, what happened when you broke them?
Not really anything.
I mean, they stopped pouring out mist, right?
They did stop pouring out mist, but...
And then we had some stuff come out from the mist to attack us.
That's right. We did have something come out from the mist.
Things were summoned afterwards, yeah.
Do you tell him about your friend you met, that became poison and all that?
Kaladin.
But we killed him.
Well, I don't think we killed him.
Again.
It was like a version of him or something.
Yeah.
Like a poison pinata of him or something. He says, that Kaladin. He's like, that sounds familiar. You guys said you fought a necromancer at the church. I wonder if that's...
Same necromancer? Probably. Yeah, it would make
you
sense.
Know him? He looks at you. He's like, you know him?
I was like, yeah, we fought before. He was my good buddy and turned a city into, or our little town into an undead,
Not so good place.
Not so good place.
So he's kind of doing it again.
And this would be, he's still walking around making trouble. So his goal is to be a necromancer. That's his thing.
You definitely have to stop that. If he has this lab or something in this mountain and is doing something with the Shadowfell, that's definitely bad.
Right. So, all right. So are you guys should we all go together? Or do you want to...
Of course. We'll go with you.
All right.
He looks, he's like, I will. Molly? And Molly just nods like... Mm-hmm.
And I'll look over at Dairygold like you, or what's his name?
Marigold.
Marigold.
He's like, I don't think I'd be help.
Hey, Goldie person.
Give me an insight check when he says that.
Insight. 2.
You're not doing
Oh. Hey, that's an 11. But the first one was 2.
Okay. Yeah, you don't think he would be help. I mean, even though he has some priestly abilities, like the heals and stuff, he's very weak.
I'm like, you should probably stay here with the women and children.
He's like, that's a good idea.
We could use those thoughts.
Give me an insight check on the boy.
Okay.
The tiefling boy.
12.
You're going away.
You have
8, 9.
Don't you have advantage when you do insight with your just
Insight? No.
perception, right?
No.
Because of your whatever?
Perception, yes. I have a...
Give me that roll. Roll of perception with the advantage.
14.
You hear the boy say, I could get inside the mountain. He says it like very quiet. Hence your...
Like, I'll just look at him very slowly, swivel my head towards him.
He's like, and you see as soon as you guys look at him, he's like...
It's like, what just came out of your mouth?
He's like, I could get inside the mountain.
How?
I mean, there's just like at the church, there's a little entrance on the side.
Oh.
There's another little entrance?
Is it hidden?
I mean, kind of hidden, but I mean, I'm pretty small, so they didn't see that I could sneak in.
All right. Well, I
Could
guess
we sneak in?
You guys, for elves, half elves, how big are you guys?
I'm like 6 foot.
I'm like...
It's more human than half an elf.
I'm also a lichen, so
Yeah. Well, when you Hulk out, you're bigger, but like when you're normal form or whatever.
I'm still kind of around the same. Not as big, but
Yeah.
I might not be 6 foot. I might be like 5'11" or 5'10", something like that.
I made my guy like an average height. Like 5'8" or something like this. I'm normal size.
He looks at you guys. He's like, yeah, I think you could get in.
6 foot.
Oh no, I'm 6'3".
6 foot.
I'm a little guy, 6'3". Damn it. He's like, I think you guys could fit.
All right.
And he looks at Molly. He's like, not him.
Like we
And
might
Molly's like,
we might need a potion of size for little sizing. You know, make someone smaller.
A potion of shrinking.
A shrinking potion.
they have those. Diminutive,
do
whatever.
exist.
Do you suggest that to Molly? Like,
Yeah.
what if
Yeah.
he's like, no,
Why not? Aren't you a team player?
I don't go small.
It's like, we know, big boy. It's like, we know.
That sounds like you're compensating.
What's wrong with being small? He's like, no.
It's like, maybe you can do the Atkins diet while on the way there or something. Poor buddy.
Like he's wrestling and has to burn weight
Yeah,
to
yeah.
get in.
It's like, we'll just make you run in a plastic suit.
Yeah, we'll just make you do that over and over again, so you burn weight while you're on your way there. Yeah, Molly will go. Mads goes. The boy goes. You guys decide to go.
Okay. That's a party of
Party
six.
of 5.
Party of 5.
Oh,
Good
5?
show.
Yeah.
Not really. It's not
All
like
right.
2 episodes. I was like, eh.
So wait, Molly,
watched
Tiefling,
it.
Mads, and then us. Yeah.
You've prepped everything. You guys got your party. You got rations.
Uh-huh.
You take off. So it'll take about 6 days to get there, and that's because you're going over mountainous terrain and it's difficult. Everybody has a horse.
Okay.
So, Molly and the boy, you find out his name is actually Ollie. Because nobody ever asked his name.
Yeah.
He's Ollie. He rides with Molly. So they're together on a horse because he is so small. It doesn't matter.
Need anything.
Like weight or anything.
Yeah.
Anything you guys want to talk about on the road when you guys are there? I mean, you guys kind of have a plan of attack. Mads is totally up to answering your guys' questions. And John's going with you. You basically have
Yeah. Party
like
of 6.
like a chainmail.
Party of a head with
Yeah.
5 plus that 1 head.
Like I said, Mads is open to anything if you want to ask him any questions or anything on your way.
Any theories on how to deal with that mist?
He's like, well, I'd like to take a sample of it, but I think that mist is just part of the Shadowfell. It could be what the necromancer is using to experiment on. Maybe that's why. And then he looks over the head. He's like, maybe that's why John got so messed up. And John just hears his name and he goes, "What?" Like he doesn't hear.
Yeah.
He's like, "What?" It's like, "Don't worry about it, John." He's like, "Okay." Like he doesn't. He's pretty. For a head, he's pretty easygoing.
It's pretty chill.
He's pretty chill. He's accepted his lot.
I see.
You guys get about a day out. You don't, because it's mountainous terrain, you don't actually find nothing out of the ordinary. You don't see any patrols of anybody, nothing aggressive. You don't even see any signs of like the church, so nothing else has been destroyed or anything like that.
Okay.
So
It's just like targeted attacks, random
correct.
things going on. Okay.
Yeah. So you're a day out. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Or are you just going to try to split the party and do a separate approach? because Mads can get you to where he scouted, and he said that's within a rock throw. But he goes, to be honest, I don't know the entrance. And then he just looks at Ollie, and Ollie's like, well, he's like, if he says it really quietly again, he's like, if you show me where you got to, I may be able to find out where my interest wants to get in.
Okay. Anything?
First, I would be very careful trying to get some of that smoke.
Oh.
Because people we've fought, and the one guy that lived out of that whole Fort underpants or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Garment.
Garment. Fort Garment.
Yeah. Everybody made fun of the name.
I had to say
yeah.
I had to say underpants to remember Garment. But
everybody, that's one of the things that everybody made fun of until they went there. Like, they got some really nice stuff here, you know? Like, everybody made fun of that fort.
But he said that smoke or that whatever touched these people, and they instantly started changing.
Right.
So
yeah.
I would be careful with that, because unless you have proper attire or something that can protect you from it, I wouldn't even mess with it.
Give me an insight check, Alucard.
All right.
I'll say with advantage. Actually.
19.
Oh, okay. Well,
19.
He's one of your order.
Who is?
Mads.
Mans.
He's one of your.
Oh, Ghost Center.
Right, and he does look pretty weathered. So he's like, he goes, thanks for that. I may have an idea how to collect a sample.
All the years?
Yeah,
I looked at him. I said, no disrespect. I just would hate to lose you from,
Yeah. No, he's like, no, I'm not upset. Like, we all need to help each other. Like, of course. He says, I think I have an idea. But that's good to know. I've never collected a sample. So you said people got hurt?
They changed.
Huh. Do you guys...
I was going to say, I kind of explained to him what we saw and what the guy who was at Fort Garment told us.
Oh, yeah.
I explained.
Oh, yeah, that soldier that, like...
Yeah, the one soldier that tried, but we couldn't save him.
Right. And he said that, like, everybody went crazy and started attacking each other, you know?
Yeah.
And I think Jesse or somebody was going to give him a potion. I'm like, that'd be a waste. Like, he's on his way out. Like, you don't want to waste a potion. You know, the gesture is accepted, but the
reality is not.
Yeah, the reality don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, well, that's good to know. He goes, I try to study the Shadowfell a bit, but to be honest, it's the openings are few and far between. So this, at least that's what I've heard. So I hope, he's not doing something.
Would that be that shit that? Because this one time when we was messing with it, I took a crucifix. A big old crucifix. Tied a rope around it, and I threw it in the shadow.
Yeah, the gate or whatever in the mist. Yeah.
It didn't last.
Somebody might have taken it.
I pulled the thing, and the line was cut. And
he, looks up and down. He's like, you fish?
I do.
Looks like somebody got your bait.
They did.
Who knows how big it is? And you see him, like, on his horse. He's like, well, hopefully you never see that crucifix again. He's like, because if something's attached to it, might not be good.
Fair enough.
So he gets to, like, this precipice in the mountains that, again, it's, like, craggy. And the weather sucks when you guys get there. It's, like, raining. And, like, even though I think it was springtime, it's still that chill and you're in the mountains. And he looks down and, like, it's just pissing down rain, and you see, like, he waits for the moon to come out. You guys camp, in the hills, and he looks down, and you see the moonlight pass over, and you see these, like, 2 or 3 spots start to glow, like, as the moon passes, like, the clouds pass over the moon, or under the moon. As light hits it, you see these corners of this mountain start to just give off this faint white glow. And so he's, like, right there. And you see Ollie look down and, like, peer down, and he's really studying the hillside.
It looks all majestic.
He's like, all right, well, I know where to go, but who's going to follow me?
I will. Me and John will.
He's like, okay. Are you going to...
Me, John, and Jurgen.
Are we splitting up?
No, he's like, I just need to know who's going to come with because I have to guide everybody.
Okay, let's go.
Is everybody coming?
Let's do this.
Mads is like, you see Molly kind of look, and he's like, is there no other way? And Ollie, he's like, well, there may be, but it may take us some time. And Mads is like, it's all right. Like, I need his help. We need to prepare a ritual.
All right. I'll ask John if he wants to stay here or come with us.
He's like, well, I don't remember being there in the first place. I mean, this is the closest I got to the place before my memory went south. So, sure. Just, I'll be quiet. He starts whispering. He's like, I'll be quiet.
You watch my back, and I'll tie him on backwards to my backpack so I can see behind me.
He's like, oh. Like, as soon as you do it, it's like a totally different view. He's like, wow, we're really high up.
All right.
He's a farmer.
It's fucking farmer.
Yep.
This is great.
If you see someone coming for me,
he said that too. He goes, whoa. Oh, whoa.
Somebody just hit you in the back twice.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like so unhelpful. You just got hit in the shoulder, bro.
That's
like,
amazing. You're still alive. Yeah.
Ollie sneaks up with you guys, and both of you guys give me a perception check. You get an advantage, right, Jorgen? Or do you? You don't have to Hulk out. I keep asking that. I don't think you have to.
It's not that I have to Hulk out, but basically I have to have my
14.
That's good.
I have to have my heightened senses or heightened awareness.
Okay. Yeah, just give me an advantage.
20.
So you actually smelled a breeze coming out through the mountain with because you have a heightened sense of smell. Ollie shows you, and like he takes your hand and puts it. It looks like on the face of the mountain, but you see your hand go through.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "Be very quiet." And he goes, "Everything echoes once you get inside. I think on purpose." And he's like whispering.
I give him a thumbs up.
John's like, "Oh, okay." Like right before he goes to yell, he's like, "All right."
I was like,
so if you guys,
I should have left this. John.
Give me a stealth check as you guys are like making your way through.
I have advantage on, or not advantage, but a bonus. Is that that's a natural 20? Why on this roll?
Not on that comment.
27 then.
What does that mean? Jorgen?
I got a 4 with a +3.
Okay. Okay. So everybody else is like the wind going through there, and Jorgen's like, ah. Like you hear him like hitting the sidewall, and you just see Ollie's in head, and you just see him look back, and then he just like, and then keeps going. And so what's the order? So Ollie's in front. Are you behind Ollie? Are you behind Ollie?
I'm behind Ollie.
So you're
number 2.
So you're in the third prison. You're in the
back somewhere.
So John's looking at you because he put him in the back, and he's like, "You're doing great." Like he's like whispering, and you're like, "Ah," and he's like, "Oh, okay." Like you guys get in, and now we gotta go in the other room. I have a map. Gold one is Ollie. That's you. You guys kind of come through here, cracking the wall, and this is oh yeah, just Ollie.
And then there's Max.
Mads? No, he was up preparing a
ritual.
Because you guys need to find a bigger way in for them.
Oh yeah.
He's tall. He's like 6'5". He
I
couldn't
gotcha.
make it. So you guys kind of come out in the crack of the wall, and this is basically just not sheer, but a really rough wall coming down. so enough to, you don't fall straight down, but it's kind of like the mountains you're in. But this is where you see the glowing rocks from the inside. So you see that all these are starting to glow, and they're pointing light down the shaft of this big. This is like huge. So whatever this is, like 5, 10, 15, you can count. But it's that big, so it's almost like somebody's digging under. But you see this light come down, and it almost focuses like a prism down to the center, and it looks like it's going into that same mist that you guys saw at Fort Garment. Like light is penetrating that, and when you guys look down, you see that it is, you see things moving in the mist. So you see like creatures trying to touch up against it, like some of those, that creature that you saw that flew in front of the necromancer that had like the teeth and no eyes. You see them like swimming around trying to push up. And it's almost like a membrane, like they're trying to push up against it.
Oh, and it's like the tentacle creatures.
Yeah, with the mouth and no eyes.
I gotcha.
So
And you see them pushing up against, and you see like weird, kind of gray zombie-like creatures like pushing up, like a membrane. They're trying to push through this.
And we don't see a membrane. It's like invisible to us.
Right. Yeah.
So we should probably just break some more rocks.
You think you can? Yeah.
What do you think?
Because you guys come out, you're right here. I mean, you're within 15, 20 feet of
I
another.
asked him, is this the entrance that he was talking about, or is this like a...
He's like, there's actually some alcoves down below, but I don't want to get that close. And you see him like hold up his nub.
I gotcha.
You want to try to break some of these so this goes away?
Yeah, let's do that. And is there a pathway to each one of these crystals?
He has to like... Yeah, he goes, it'll take a bit, but I could get down. He goes, which one do you want to go to first?
Let's just start with the closest one.
And just work our way around?
Right here.
Yeah, and work our way around.
So you guys go over there. What are you going to try? Are you going to try break it?
How do you think we should blah, 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 blah. Let's see.
I could strap
Do you
up.
guys in your equipment, do you have like the climbing equipment with like pythons and stuff? Because you could jam like a python in there.
In the crystal?
Yeah. Like a hammer, mallet. I thought you guys grabbed some of them. Anyway, I got to blow my nose real quick.
I have crowbars and hammers.
Oh, you have it. Okay. I have thieves' tools and a lute to play the song. I also have a bunch of bombs. I could put a bomb on it and light it with a fire spell later. Like all at once.
Oh, stick it to it?
Yeah, just stick a bomb to it, and then I could shoot fire spell at it.
Blow it up.
And it'll blow it up.
Yeah.
Is there a guarantee that it's going to blow up with one of these?
As the DMO said, there's no guarantee that it will blow it up. But you could be far away from it if it does blow up. So try to break it with a hammer.
Or we could just, bust it all up now.
Well, let's use some crowbar and some hammer and see if we can, if nothing else, we can hollow out a nice place to shove that bomb
All right.
into.
Yeah. Give me a strength check, I'll say. Or you're proficient with that stuff, right? The hammer and all that?
That's part of my...
Yeah, I'll do a strength check, I'll say. What's higher, actually, your strength check or your proficiency bonus?
Plus 3.
What's your strength at? Your plus for your strength?
Plus 3.
Yeah, okay. It's
Did you just notice that?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was pressing the little grid icon. 3.
You can't. You're like hitting it with the crowbar. You know, the crowbar on with the hammer, and it doesn't seem to be, hitting the stone or whatever.
Can I try again?
I'll let you try again. Yeah. I see 2 digits.
12.
13, 14.
Yeah, you do. The crowbar gets stuck in the stone, and you guys look down, so it's like projecting this light down. And as soon as you do, you still like get interrupted. Both of you guys give me a perception check. You, of course, with advantage.
17.
Natural 20.
Ooh, called it.
Close.
Natural 20.
It appears that whatever you've done to this stone and like interrupted the light going down, it has aggravated these creatures that are trying to push through this membrane. Like they get more agitated and they start like trying to punch through, and it looks like more have come up.
And they're below us, right?
Right. And unless you had Ollie's help, like navigating through the rock, it's almost like that secret stair in Lord of the Rings that only Gollum knew about, where if you were to just walk down, you just fall straight down into it. But if you walk through it, you'd be able to be safe. So it looks like they're below you, probably about 100 feet, and they look very mad that you've interrupted whatever's
they're
happening.
doing. Okay. Is the mist feeding into like the barrier down below? Is that what?
Yeah, the light and the mist are like feeding down into it, but it looks like they're trying to break out. So
as soon as we messed up the light a little bit, did you see it? Like, besides them being mad, did we notice any difference with the...
Since you stuck it in, it interrupted the light, but it didn't stop. So it like flickered a bit, and then it comes back on.
Maybe
like a light flickering.
Give it another whack.
Maybe just start hitting it with a hammer. Just whack, whack, whack.
All right, make another strength check.
18.
Yeah, you like bust
21.
a chunk out of it, and you guys hear a pop.
Does it go dim?
Are either of you looking down?
I'm looking down. Yeah.
You look down and you see like it looks like a flare, but it's like black light. So you hear, and you see the flare, and you see it hit the wall, and you see like the mist like dissipate off the flare, and you see one of those squid creatures hugging the wall with teeth, no eyes, and it's like you see it look up like it's trying to like sense you, or it's over here, so it's quite a far ways away. I'll mark it with a pen. I'll just put a marker. It's here.
Can I shoot
and it's on the same level as you, so it's on the same horizon that you're on, and it looks like it's trying to detect where you are.
Should we kill it or ignore it?
Why don't we stealthily move over in that direction, get closer to it, and then we kills it.
You see Ollie, he's just like shaking.
I can shoot it from here.
You guys can move back, without his assistance, but if you want to move to another plane, you'll need him. But once he sees that thing, he just shrinks against the rock, and he's like there shaking.
And that crystal's all busted up.
It's got cracks in it and everything from him hitting it with the hammer repeatedly.
But
there's like a chunk of it on the ground. Remember before you were like collecting chunks of it?
But it's not like destroyed. I just want to know if it's destroyed. No.
It's still giving a very dim bit of light.
Can I just shove a bomb into like one of the holes he made?
Of course, yeah.
All right, I want to do that. And I don't know what kind of adhesive I have, or if it's possible.
I would say you have something.
Something. All right.
And, plus it's like the pocket he made. You could shove the bomb there. And what I mean? You're like, they're like kicking it in, so it doesn't like dislodge itself.
So I'll get rid of one bomb, and so I was like, okay, when we'll do the same to the other one. Take your crowbar, and then we'll head to the other one, kill that thing, same repeat until I run out of bombs, and then we'll light them all off and destroy the last one.
Sounds like a plan.
So I only have 4 bombs, and there's 5 crystals.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the plan for now. So we'll take Ollie. And towards that other side.
You have to drag him, because once he sees this creature looking around, he does not want to move from the crystal. Even when you put the bomb there, he's like, like he's like shaking.
Well, there's nothing I can do about that. So yeah.
I mean, you could talk to him, or
let's like, come on, Ollie. We're all in here. There's only one way out, and that's victory.
Come on, Ollie.
Give me a persuasion.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Is that a 6 or a 9? Can't tell. I think it's
Put a
six.
dot on one of them.
Where's the line at? Oh, yeah.
That's looks 6. Yeah.
Do you have a bonus?
Persuasion. Persuasion?
Yeah.
I'm very persuasive. I think that's just
Yeah, I can tell by that speech. He was like, come on, Ollie, we're going to win. All right, let's go. Good one, coach.
-1. So I got a 5.
He just keeps shaking. Do you want to
Let's win one for the Gipper.
Yeah. You're like, who's the Gipper? Who's the Gipper? Do you want to try or no?
I'll try.
Okay. Hey.
17.
17.
What do you...
Persuasion?
Yes.
20? No, 19.
Yeah, what do you try to say to him? Are you...
Ollie, it's time to be a strong boy. It's time to be a brave boy.
I mean, you are a dad. That would
We
be
gotta
like
keep
you
moving on.
Listen, you didn't stub your fucking toe. Let's go. Like,
Stay right behind us. Stay right with us. And we will protect you.
okay. All right. You see him like kind of nod a little bit, and you're like, it's better. It's better
That's
than
better. All right, yeah.
my general
Dad speech.
Yeah. Instead of reading off his cue card that he's reading, like, there's only one way out, and that is victory. We can only achieve victory if we work together. Like he's reading, like Ellicard's reading off a cue card.
Yeah, it's like, are you feeling motivated?
Yeah. Are you like with the mic? Like, oh, that didn't work. Yeah. So he goes with you. So, but
Right.
he stays back, 10 feet or whatever from you
That's
guys.
fine.
Do you guys just sneak over here
We're
to
going sneaking over there. Yeah.
okay. Stealth, please? Stealth check
I thought we did stealth check.
to get in the building.
That's gonna be 25.
They look pretty good. They look good. What was it?
Is it 12?
It was not.
Oh,
What was it?
It was a 20
okay.
minus 19.
What do you mean minus 19?
You got a natural 1.
Oh, I was like, wait, what kind of negative is that? Like, didn't fall. Okay. He's making noise again, but you are able to stealth in front of him.
I'm just gonna roll my eyes. Like,
No. I am being a distraction so you can get...
Actually, you sure are. So the moment you sneak over there, this thing hears Jorgen being so loud that it leaps up on the rock, grabs the rock with its tendrils, looks down right, looks, whatever. Yeah, faces Jorgen and just dives right for him.
Can I do opportunity as he's going by me?
Yep. Roll.
All right. For that, I'm just gonna use the phone here.
You're fine. Well, you don't like your dice rolls?
Well, there's so much to 22.
Yes, that hit him.
7. Oh, I don't have my curses on. 7 damage.
It like hits him and it screams, and you see like black blood fall out of it, and like hit the rock, and it turns and looks at you. You could get an opportunity attack now that you're.
I will do an opportunity attack. Where's my attacks? This is... not as spells as is. Where's my actions? How far is he from me?
20 feet, I'd say.
Why is it only showing my...
Well, I'd say actually within. Well, he'd have to be within 10 feet to do
Within,
opportunity.
yeah, striking
So
distance.
he's within 10 feet.
It's not showing me my weapons.
Under actions?
Oh, here we go. No, it's just showing a hybrid.
Go all the way up.
Oh,
There you go. Yeah,
no,
you were
that's
all.
That's all my... Oh, no, never mind. Never
Yeah.
mind. So...
My first attack was a natural 1, so I didn't bother asking.
I can turn... I do have my glaive on me, so I can...
Yeah.
Cause
Don't you get reach with the glaive?
I do.
Yeah.
10 feet.
So you could have hit him with a 20 minute.
Imagine he had a bugbear that's 10 feet and then glaive action.
Yeah, that was Wes's whole thing. Is
15
like he was
feet.
trying to when you're.
Yeah.
Have you played in a while, you guys?
No.
Yeah.
That would be a no. I rolled an 8
Altogether.
altogether.
Yeah, the glaive misses. He is very upset though that you hit him and he lunges at you.
Cool. And I don't have any of my stuff up, so I'm just raw dog taking it.
19.
I can cast a reaction. I'll do shield. Sure. I'll do a reaction shield.
And that gives you +5 to your AC, right?
plus 5 to my AC. It'll put me at 24.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
No,
wait, no, put me at
What are
22.
you? What is your
18 is my natural AC.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
A blade song I add 2, and if I have shield, which takes a spell slot, and I can add 5.
So like, because it's a reaction, right?
Yeah.
So you like you go like that and like the shimmering shield. What does your shield look like actually? Have you thought about what?
Have I thought about it? Yeah, I think I just a bluish mana shield. But
Yeah,
very
yeah. You
classic.
it like he like bounces off it, and you see he is pissed, and you see Ollie just shrink to the ground. Can you guys formally roll initiative now that you guys try to do?
Alright. What was under? Was that under actions?
It should be in the top of your
Yep.
character.
Suck.
8. Oh, I should have just rolled.
You're fine. 8.
Definitely, I'm gonna roll with this next time because these are sucking.
I got an 8.
Sucky McSuckers.
Your phone is sucking.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen your other dice rolls too. I don't know which.
My dice rolls on the computer that
Oh.
also sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, they both. I've seen the real dice rolls too, and I'm not saying they.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been getting a bunch of 20s.
yeah.
My first
for
couple were all
non-important
20s, and they were all for dumb stuff.
Yeah.
So what'd you get, Elikar?
8.
What'd you get? You working?
6.
I go first?
Yes.
In front of that monster?
Yes.
Oh, because it attacked.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, also I'm doing a thing where it's like it's easier to just have monsters go after everybody.
Can I glance down? Is there a flood of those things coming up, or is it just this
They
one?
look very angry right now, but they look more agitated now that something has been has come out of the mist. Like without rolling insight, it looks like they're kind of like feeding on this. Like, oh, something got out. Like they're very like,
interested.
and it looks like a couple of them are trying to punch more, and like a couple of those creatures. It looks like a cauldron of like moving creatures. They're getting more aggressive, trying to like with their heads smash the
Maybe we should actually
membrane
be
and-
trying to like just bring the whole fucking roof down.
What's above us?
From what you could see, even with your dark vision, it looks like just more mountain.
Okay, that's just.
But I mean, your bombs are very destructive.
Could bring, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we need to continue with the bomb thing.
Put one in each one of those,
Just the same plan.
and
just,
then boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
But first we gotta kill
I'm
this
going
guy.
to just attack and not do my curses yet.
Okay.
I'll do it after this combat thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll a hit.
All right. And so I'll be doing 2 attacks.
Okay.
All right. So for the first attacks, 26, 25.
26 and 25 both hit.
And just regular ass damage. 10 plus 17.
Very good.
And now extra attack.
Uh-huh.
Attack again. 22 and 19.
So altogether, you did 19, and the first one was 17
What?
for damage.
No, this is
To hit.
the second attack.
Oh yeah,
So the total damage was 17 total. So
total because you didn't your curse. Okay. Yeah, you like strike at it, and you see it's just start to bleed all over, and it like falls down towards the.
Oh, the first attack killed it.
Yeah,
I got
basically,
you.
it falls down towards the, like towards the mist, and
Yeah.
it like hits the wall, and you see it once it hits the mist, like right before it hits the mist, it turns into like mist, like that black flare material, and just like dissipates. And then on the other side of the mist, you see something come around and like try to poke back at the vapor, the membrane.
Where it was. Interesting. I'm going to do now my curses.
Okay.
If we have, unless there's another, are you taking action or something?
I mean, as of right now, we only saw that one creature that came out.
So far.
Okay. All right.
So I'm kind of on the fence before I start.
Because then I have my swords out and I can't really. Okay.
Right.
Never mind. So yeah, we'll just we'll continue forward to the next crystal. All right.
Okay. You guys, that's whatever. You guys, you move to the next crystal. Ollie is behind you here. And that was it for episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you want to subscribe to the podcast, go to the Tabletop Experiment on either Apple iTunes, Google Play Store, or Spotify. We're working on the video version. Again, I'll make an announcement of that. If you want to write to us at gwgpodfellows@gmail.com. And again, this will post on the 1st and the 15th of every month. So just, keep looking out for that. Everybody have a good week. Bye.